Hello and welcome to The Power of Us, AARP in the Community. I'm your host, AARP NJ State Director, Chris Widelo. Today we're diving into one of the most important topics for all of us, how to stay mentally and physically healthy as we age. Did you know that regular walking can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 30%? Or learning something new, like a language or musical instrument, can help keep your brain young and agile. Whether you're 50 or 85, it's never too late to take charge of your health. My first guest is Lisa DiGiovanni, the Director of Community Health Services at St. Peter's University Hospital. Thank you for joining us. Today we're talking about how to stay physically and mentally healthy. So important as we age. As with so many things in life, there are things we can control and things we can't. Can you tell me a little bit about modifiable and non-modifiable health and wellness risk factors and how to manage them?
Absolutely. So we have the non-modifiable health risk factors, which are things we cannot control. They're our age, our birth sex, our genetics, our family history, and also our race. Though there are some risk factors that we can control, and this is our lifestyle risk factors, such as modifiable, meaning that we can change them. And these are things that you can do on your own and also with the guidance of your healthcare provider. Some of them are eating a balanced diet, making sure you're drinking plenty of fluid, watching your salts, your fats, and your processed foods, keeping your mind sharp, starting a new hobby, maybe learning a language. Keep technology is another thing that that the aging population can get involved with. Another is staying on top of your health screenings. With those health screenings, you also need to get your vision and your hearing checked on a regular basis. Those are the ones that are going to keep your senses so keen and so important for you as you communicate with people and observe the world around you. Also, prioritize your sleep. A lot of people don't get a lot of sleep anymore. So 7 to 8 hours, prioritize it. You need that regenerative time to get your body to function and repair itself so you're ready for the next day. Manage your stress level and have a positive mindset. Situations are going to happen. It's what are you going to do and how you're going to control your own emotions to help with your wellness and be able to take care of yourself through those situations. Avoid harmful habits such as drinking alcohol and or limit your alcohol intake. If you're smoking, you need to stop smoking. It's always a good time to stop smoking, and there's lots of help out there that can get you to do that. It's never too late. Also, stay socially connected. Very important to stay socially connected with other people. And I think with COVID, we kind of disengaged ourselves a little bit and we got a little comfortable of not being around people. So it's very important to get out and converse with each other, do activities together. It's going to help your mindset and help you maintain that positive attitude. Also, to stay physically active, you need to aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity. This could be walking, swimming, biking, whatever activity you choose to do. This helps with your core development, also helps with your balance. So those are some of the recommendations I have in regards to your modifiable health risk factors that you can change on your own.
All such great advice. Even if you can tackle a few of them, it will make such an incredible change in your life. And so, when you think about wanting to start a healthy routine, I know I have this conversation with myself pretty often. It's just overwhelming. Where do I start? How do you have any advice for how to get started or make those, I guess, even small changes that can help you stay healthy?
Sure. You need to make a plan. Find out what you like and what you like to do, and make that not just day one of the activity, but every day. Make it an everyday habit to do a little bit of your activity that you choose to do.
Yeah. Right. It's taking that first step is often the toughest part, right? And making it somewhat enjoyable, I think, goes a long way to success. Last year, I was at a conference and I heard about a program called Walk with a Doc. And when I got back, I reached out to a colleague and said, "What is this? And tell me more." And so AARP New Jersey and your hospital are working together on this great program. It's called Walk with a Doc, as in doctor. Can you tell us more about how this program came about and what it does?
Sure. This is a joint effort between AARP, St. Peter's University Hospital, and Healthier Middlesex at the New Brunswick chapter of Walk with the Doc program, which began in July of 2025. This this program is not new. It's been out there for a very long time. It's about 20 years old. I think they're celebrating the 20th anniversary. It actually started in Ohio, and it was to promote wellness amongst the community. It was a cardiologist who actually started it. It's free to the community. It's a walking program where the event is led by a local healthcare provider, and and it's open to all ages, so anyone can attend. So it could be, a grandparent bringing their grandkids, a parent and bringing their kids. Anyone can participate in this, which is wonderful because it gets not only creates that family, but also that social aspect, which we need so badly after these COVID years. With the Walk with the Doc program, we do a 10-minute health topic, and then we start walking. And then the walk is gauged on whatever you can do. It's all ages and all abilities that can come and do this. It's very low impact, it's very safe, but if you have any questions, if you should be doing this type of activity, you can always consult your physician to ensure that this is a right fit for you. Our walks are the first Saturday of each month in Buckaloo Park, and that's the park across from St. Peter's. And they start at the Park Pavilion, and they start at 11 o'clock in the morning. Our last walk, we have had 4 of them so far. So they have been increasing in participation, which is fabulous to see. We started off with 10 people at the first one. Now we're up to about 15, 16 people that came to the last one.
Great.
So we're really excited that it's catching speed and that people are coming to enjoy that program.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the growth of this program. And I just think, right, not only are we engaging in a physical activity at varying levels, but also you have that opportunity to engage with a health professional, and it could be a way to kick off a conversation with them on something maybe you were procrastinating on a little bit, right? So it's a soft touch, and maybe it'll lead to some healthier habits or some advice that will get you in the right in the right spot. What kind of feedback do you get from the participants that have participated, either in the one happening in New Brunswick or in other Walk with the Doc locations?
Mm-hmm. The feedback that we've got, it's very well received. Unfortunately, I don't have the written word from the participants, but the speakers and those who have attended the program are well received the program and have enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it's something that I'm looking forward to seeing growing. We have just a few more seconds. Is there anything else you'd like our viewers to know about staying healthy as you get older?
You know something, aging is part of life. It's going to happen we've been doing it since we were conceived. We've been aging ever since. So it's how we age is shaped by our choices that we make and our attitudes that we hold, and the care that we give to our bodies and our minds. Just because you're aging doesn't mean you can't do things. You need to celebrate your experiences and your wisdom as you get older. With this mindful living, you can kind of make your life in your later years some of the most rewarding and healthy that they've ever been. So
Absolutely. The
keep
mindfulness
it's a
part of it
journey.
is incredibly important. Lisa DiGiovanni, thanks so much for being with us. If you're interested in learning more about the Walk with a Doc program, you can visit aarp.org/NJ. So now that we've discussed the importance of physical health, let's turn to mental health. I'm joined today by Jennifer Hughes, who serves as Chief of Staff at NAMI, New Jersey, an organization dedicated to improving the lives and individuals of families affected by mental illness. So Jen, really appreciate you taking the time to be here with me today. Can you start by telling us what NAMI does in New Jersey?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me today. So NAMI, we are the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We're part of a larger alliance. So we have NAMIs across the nation. So we're part of a national organization, state organizations, and also local affiliates. NAMI New Jersey is specifically the state organization in New Jersey. So what we do is we offer education, support, systems advocacy, and public awareness initiatives to help those affected by mental health challenges build better lives. So 1 in 5 adults live with a mental health condition, and that's a national statistic. And in New Jersey specifically, our strategic goals are related to helping people get help early, people getting the best possible care, and diverting individuals from the criminal justice system. And some other facts about our state organization is that we do have 19 local affiliates in New Jersey that cover all 21 counties, so that there is a NAMI presence in every county of New Jersey. We have peer-run programs that are offered across the state. We offer education classes, support groups for adults and families, and mental health awareness presentations to the larger community across the whole lifespan. As you probably know, New Jersey has a very diverse community, and we also offer 4 homegrown programs to help destigmatize mental health in the Hispanic community, Chinese American community, South Asian community, and African American community. So that's a little bit about us and what we do.
Thank you for all that great information, Jen. Mental fitness is something that I feel people talk about a lot now, and there's a lot of activities for people to try to, to stay mentally fit. Can you talk about why it's important as you age, especially to stay mentally fit?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of our programs that we offer, actually, it's called Hearts and Minds. So this program discusses the importance of the integration of physical health and mental health. So research continues to show that people with mental illness often suffer from serious chronic diseases at higher rates than the general public. So around 70% of people with a diagnosed mental illness also have a chronic physical health condition, leading to worse health outcomes than the general population. And a few other statistics that may appear a little scary or frightening are people with depression have a 40% higher risk of developing cardiovascular and metabolic diseases. People with serious mental illness have higher rates of obesity, and people with cardiovascular disease and serious mental illness have a 10 to 20 year shorter lifespan. But this does not have to be the way that it is. Prioritizing your mental health and being mentally healthy can decrease these statistics. So, the mind and body work together. As you care for your body's health, you improve your mental health. And as you care for your mental health, you improve your body's health. So there's an association between both that's happening. And behavior can reinforce disease pathways and worsen outcomes, or it can forge new paths and a healthier life. So having a partnership between good health, time, and effort can lead to a healthier and happier life and being worth it. And we do really think you are worth it.
So what do we do? Do you have some tips that you could share for helping us maintain that brain health?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So out there, you probably hear about a lot of coping skills and different tips and tools to improve your mental health. And it really is up to you and what works for you. So some examples of some tips to add to your toolkit could be relaxation techniques. So deep breathing, meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, Also, educating yourself. So, educating yourself is really important. Being aware of what good brain health is. What is healthy brain health? Um, Doing a diet that works for you. Physical activity. So, going for walks, runs, anything to move your body. Setting aside time for yourself. Self care, self care, self care. I say this all the time because it is really important. Sometimes our days can be so busy, but it's so important to set aside time for yourself. Getting enough sleep. Getting enough sleep is really key. Sometimes I know I hear a lot that people are up half the night or they only get a couple hours at a time. That can affect your mental health. So, trying to prioritize your sleep, creating bedtime routines to increase your sleep hygiene is really great. And finally, talking to someone, right? Consider attending a support group, seeking a therapist or counselor or peer support, right? Talking to others who understand you, and working with your doctors, psychiatrists, and all your providers as a team to, improve your brain health.
So those social connections you kind of talked about as at the back end of your answer really connects to the loneliness epidemic, and I think COVID exacerbated that. So what impact does loneliness have on a person's mental health?
So, yes, it's a really great question because we do hear this a lot. And like you said, COVID did have a really big impact on the loneliness epidemic. So, research has shown that lack of connectedness to friends in the community can worsen psychiatric problems and lead to chronic illness and early mortality. Attending peer support programs can have benefits to combating loneliness and social exclusion. So, for example, within our 4 multicultural programs, we actually offer social groups to give the opportunity for individuals and families to go on outings together and have that connectedness that may be missing from their lives. And having someone to talk to with similar experiences can help you feel less alone. And you don't have to go through a journey alone, and help is available. That's what I would say.
No, this is great, Jen. We have about a minute. So are there mental health benefits to people staying connected to their communities? This is something that's very important to AARP, community connections. Is there a connection there?
Yes. So there definitely is a connection between the community. Family and friends can provide encouragement. Peers can help you feel like you're not alone. And also, some people find spirituality and religion to have a positive impact. So those are all factors that can contribute to your mental health benefits.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen. Jen Hughes from NAMI, New Jersey. Thank you so much for being here and sharing such great information.
Of course. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for joining us today to learn how to stay physically and mentally healthy as we age. I know the process can feel daunting at times, and I hope our experts gave you some news you can use. To learn more about AARP New Jersey's healthy living programs, please visit us at aarp.org/NJ. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.